Okay, welcome back, everybody. I'm Brooklyn.
I'm Kristen.
And I'm Jenna. And this is Yeah, No, I Know.
Okay, and today we are going to be talking about some pop culture again because you guys seem to like that. So we're really trying to see what you guys like, and you guys really seem to like the pop culture ones. So,
And I do too.
Me too.
and I'm stuck with them. It's fine. I don't mind them as long as I know what we're talking
You're
about.
stuck in the middle, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Literally stuck in the middle, you guys, between a rock and a hard place. Kidding.
We are.
No, you're not. Okay,
It's
so
really hot in here.
It's getting hot in here.
and I'm wearing a flannel. My tummy's showing.
Oh, yeah, you're going to burn up in that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sweating.
You look really cute, though. So,
Thanks.
all
I
that matters.
try. I try.
so we started to talk about this before we were rolling, and we're like, Jenna was getting real fired up. We're like, save it.
Shh.
So we're going to cover a few things. Let's talk about the Bachelorette real quick.
Yes.
Or should we
Yes.
talk about what you were getting fired up about since it's right there on the surface?
Freaking Fertiline.
Let's talk about that first.
Fertilize.
Kevin Federline.
Feder.
He's not even worth pronouncing his name right.
So apparently, I saw that Britney Spears' sons have chosen not to see her.
How old are they?
In their
Early
later,
teens?
like teens, yeah.
I thought,
Teens.
yeah, okay, yeah.
Anyways.
And when we're on our phones, by the way, during this, we're like usually looking information
Fact
up,
checking.
So,
Back off.
so she said something a minute ago that I hadn't even heard of yet. So tell the people.
So Kevin, it says right here, Kevin claims him and the boys made the decision to post videos to show that Britney's children have been through a lot. However, the majority of the internet is not here for Kevin's malicious movies, and that's damn straight. Like, as parents, we do things that we're not always proud of. Like, we're not perfect. I'm sure. I mean, I love my kids more than anything, and there are definitely times where I have popped off at them. And if somebody were to like record that and post that online, and then that's just it's so mean. It's so mean, especially with everything that she's been through. It's almost like he just wants to like diminish like the camaraderie that she's getting from everybody. But I mean, he's kind of been out to get her since like the very beginning. I feel like he got her on drugs, and you know, I mean, maybe he didn't get her on drugs, but he definitely indulged it. And like they filmed that whole chaotic video back in the day, and like I mean, he's such a fame whore. It's disgusting.
I don't know anything about him. So he posted. Also, how does he have a video from that long ago when they were together?
Well, when they first started dating, do this video. It's like you can buy the movie. It's called Chaotic, and it's just videos of him and her getting completely ripped, like super high on drugs, like her just like floating around with him, and she never did anything like that until him.
If I was just this guy that is gonna just, take total advantage of her.
So I mean, she still hasn't even made a documentary or anything about like what's happened to her. But the minute he steps into the scene, it's like now they've got this like incriminating videos of her, and then like he's
Where
the
did he
reason
get it. Like this
they
video
hired
he
a
posted.
team, or her and him filmed it themselves. Like with
No,
their,
I'm talking about the one of her being a bad mom. That
oh,
he
the
posted.
kids filmed it. The kids filmed her yelling at them with their phones.
First off, that makes me so angry as a mom because
Yeah.
like that's society today, right? If like a cop pulls someone over or like something's happening between, a store owner and a customer, everyone's pulling their phones out to film it, which just irks me because I can understand there's times where it's maybe been helpful, but it just irks me. Like, it's none of your business. Leave it alone. Like, why do you have to pull your phone out to film? And the fact that a kid did that, oh my gosh.
Her own child.
I think I would grab the phone and chuck it because that kid
she
didn't pay
knew.
for that phone.
Nope.
I bet she did because she has the money because we all know Kevin doesn't have it.
The dude hasn't worked since he got her knocked up. And
Right.
he knocked her up on purpose.
Well, exactly. And so, like,
he's so
the kid is
disgusting. I
using
hate him.
her
I don't know anything
phone to
about him.
film. Oh my gosh. I would literally take the phone and smash it and be like, you don't even get a phone now. Done. Go
So
in
how old
timeout.
is this video that was posted?
I mean, it just got posted like last week, I think.
Jeez.
That's so awful to like have your privacy invaded so much that like you can't even like your worst moments are just like put out there, and then you being a parent is judged. You're judged by just that one clip that everyone sees.
Yeah, so here, the video has since been deleted. However, they showed Britney getting upset with her sons. Getting upset. Ooh, she got upset. Did she hit them? Did she abuse them? Did she call them little shits, little pricks, little assholes? Actually, I don't know. She might have. But I mean, if you had teenagers, like you get upset. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting really upset.
Yeah.
One video showed her asking them to use lotion for their dry skin. The second video showed Britney threatening to take one of her son's phones away after he did not wear shoes in a store. Yeah.
You have to wear shoes in a store.
Well, she's trying to teach her boys how to be respectful.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry, but it's Britney Spears. They have the life that they have because she's in the limelight, because she is who she is. And there are certain things that you have to do, like wear shoes in a freaking grocery store. Like, what kids don't think about too is like, okay, so they're just like, why does it matter if I'm not wearing shoes? But they don't see, okay, well, if you step on something, now we have to take the time to go to the doctor. We have to wait in line. You have to get a tetanus shot. We have to do, like, there's so many more things that we're already thinking 20 steps ahead of that could go wrong, which is why we get upset about all the little things.
How awful for her kids to do that to her, to like put a video like that up. Like, that's
right?
just cold-blooded.
Well, look at
That's
this last
awful.
one. And the third video was of her asking her boys to respect her as a woman and a mother. None of these
What's
things
wrong with
sound
that?
awful. These all sound like she's trying to teach her kids to be respectful and then trying to make sure that he puts lotion on his dry skin.
They sound like little shits to me.
Yeah,
Well, they are their father's sons, so.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Well, to keep with the Britney theme, did you guys hear she's coming out with a new song?
No,
You told us that, but
Yes, her and Elton John.
let's fact check that.
I just did. It's
you did?
called
Okay,
Hold Me
good.
Closer. So it's a rendition of, okay, everyone knows he had, what's it called? The one with him and Dua Lipa.
Oh, so good.
What's it called?
Good. Cold Heart.
Yeah, Cold Heart, which love that song. So good. So she definitely
Elton
has some big
John.
shoes to fill. I would, all of us, we're huge Britney fans.
Are you? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
it or
me and
leave it.
Jenna are
Yeah.
then.
I mean, I was a big fan of her when I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah.
I could go either way.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
The judgment.
Trying not to judge you right now.
I used to listen to Britney Spears, but I don't really like.
I was actually way more
fangirl
pro
on-
Christina Aguilera, but then like when she came out with her it
Her
was after
dildo on the stage. Just
No,
kidding.
I actually started to
Yeah.
not like her before that. But no, Britney came out with an album. She did one with this one producer who was insane and so good, and I just like fell in love with her after that, like even more so.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
always.
and that movie she did,
Oh, the road trip.
Oh yeah. Crossroads.
Crossroads.
Yeah.
Obsessed, obsessed
I did like
with
that movie.
Crossroads.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
love-
We
loved
should do
her
a girls'
after
night
that.
and watch that.
Yes.
Down.
Yeah,
Down.
that'd be fun.
Yeah, I've always loved Britney Spears, but so for me to say like she's got some big shoes to fill because everyone's going to be comparing her song to the one that he did with Dua Lipa.
And Dua
So-
Lipa's insane.
I love Dua
Yeah,
Lipa, and
I
her song is
love-
great.
Everything
So
she does is gold.
but I love the song Tiny Dancer. Like
yeah.
I've honestly, I don't even like really know a bunch of Elton John songs, but I know Tiny Dancer and I love that song. So I'm really excited that he's doing this with Britney. So
Do you know when it's coming out?
well, so I actually heard it's supposed to be like this week. Like it's supposed to be
really?
really soon, which when we air this, hopefully it should have already come out by now. So we'll see. So keep your eyes out for the Hold Me Closer rendition of Tiny Dancer.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Don't let us down, Brittany.
Don't let us down. I'm just concerned with all she's been going through and everything. Like,
Yeah.
when has she been filming this song? Like, was she like how?
Yeah.
What kind of state of mind was she in? But also, if Elton John's doing it, like he's gonna hold the bar up high. I think so. We'll see.
Yeah, and it doesn't really take that long. Like, I feel like her part would probably, she'd go and like drop the in like a couple hours. It's all the production afterward that
That's
takes
true.
forever. So
They're such totally different music type. Like his songs and her songs sound nothing like each other. I'm interested to see what this sounds like.
Yeah. I mean, same with Dua Lipa
really,
and Elton
I
John.
feel like it could be similar.
Just like
Stuff's
poppy.
So like, okay, well, Britney Spears has done a lot of different stuff. So maybe I'm thinking,
Like
yeah.
Crocodile Rock is that what it's called? Yeah. Like
Yeah.
they're so different.
Yeah.
I think. But I'll be interested to see how.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm looking forward to that. For
it
sure.
is Monday, so the Bachelorette. Are you guys watching that, or did you leave with Chris Harrison and you were like, I'm out? I tried. I don't really talk about
That
it
was
online.
hard for
'cause,
me.
Yeah, I think that's so lame.
I do like this guy that's on there better
And the
than
two
the
girls?
two girls.
Same.
That I
Absolutely.
could not watch. Like I had to stop. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about having two bachelorettes, and how do you feel about the two girls, Rachel and Gabby?
Yeah,
I like Gabby.
you do.
I do like Gabby.
I like
She-
Gabby.
I think Rachel's
I
just
don't-
a little like she needs to just stop with the crying and the whining and
I agree.
Like
Yes.
I just
She seems emotionally
cannot.
slightly immature.
I
like
think
be-
she's been through a lot. I think they need to put
Who
these
hasn't?
these girls through like counseling before they go on this show.
Gabby's been through a lot. She doesn't even have a mom.
Okay, but I
Yeah.
find Gabby a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
all
her-
the time.
Her voice is. Did you get really drunk that one night?
I wasn't really drunk, but me and
Oh.
my girlfriend started a drinking game because I do Tuesday night batch nights. So you girls should come because I just started it. So you girls should come Tuesday nights. My hubby's gone. We're gonna watch batch night, drink some wine, whatever you want to drink, and we play the Gabby drinking game. So every time
Every time she
Gabby
says yeah.
says yeah, then
Take a
you have
shot.
to drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a shot, but just take a
Something.
sip.
Something.
Let me tell you, you will be drinking a lot real fast.
Yeah, I feel like it's her way of like letting you know that she's engaging. Like that she's cuz
Yeah.
I only know that because my husband gets on me with that. He's like, "Are you listening?" So it's like I have to he likes it when I respond and I don't like to. So maybe she was just taught to be vocal, to respond, to let somebody know that you're listening and that you're hearing them and that you agree
Yeah.
or whatever. So I do
I
think
just did it.
yeah, exactly. See, we do it too. I swear,
I know.
somebody followed us around with a camera and be like, dude, that chick's.
I know.
Since I've been doing YouTube and editing it, I'm like, I'm so fucking annoying.
Oh, that's how I feel about myself.
Yeah,
too.
I'm like, this is like, I feel really bad for people that hang out with me because my voice can be obnoxious. So
I don't watch our videos half the time. I'm
Well,
like,
I
I
have
don't
to. I
want to
edited
hear
them now.
myself. I don't need to. And I don't mean to say that to sound like a mean girl. Like, sorry, Gabby, I do love you, but like, it's just, the little funny things. It's just,
I actually really like her voice. I think it's super sexy.
I don't like her voice, but she's very intelligent. The
She
way
is.
that she speaks and the way that she puts words together, like I just really like listening to her talk.
Yeah.
And I think it's refreshing having someone that's kind of quirky and weird and isn't like
Absolutely.
doesn't feel like they have to say the perfect right thing all the time, and she's kind of dorky and fun.
Yeah.
I do find Rachel a little boring, and she does cry a lot. So
she does cry a lot. And I feel like, so it was a couple weeks ago now, but when that one guy, what was his name, who decided to leave Rachel and go to Gabby.
Meatball.
No, not
No.
Meatball. No,
Oh.
it wasn't Meatball.
Oh,
It was
Starts with an L?
Logan.
Logan. Which, ew. I'm sorry, but he has no prize.
What's up with Meatball though? Like, can you believe how he was like, no, and then Gabby didn't give him a rose, and
Yeah.
he came back
And
to
he's like,
Rachel.
actually,
and was
I
like,
do want to work on it.
Actually, I'm like, and she let him back. I was like,
I think she
What?
felt like she didn't have a lot of guys, so she let him
But
back
she was
in.
worried
I
about
don't
looking
know.
pathetic. That just made you look real pathetic.
I agree that was not the right decision. He
No.
obviously was just saying that so he could stay on the show.
Absolutely.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Can
Well-
we talk about Gabby's body?
Oh my
She's
gosh.
really skinny. Wait,
Oh,
I want to
no,
touch
it's
on the Logan
amazing.
thing
Body
first,
is-
though.
yeah,
we need
her
to talk
body's
about
amazing.
Logan first, the way that
Okay,
he
okay,
jumped
okay.
ship. Because what I was going to say is what frustrated me about Rachel was that she took the entire day to sulk and like be sad and cry about it
Yeah.
when she had
That bothers
Some
me.
five
amazing
guys who were like amazing guys, and it's like you chose to let him affect you and take away this time when you could have had amazing experiences with these men in, I think they were Belgium, and it's
I was
like,
thinking too.
Yep.
and like you're taking time away from these guys when they're here for you, they're showing up, they
Right.
want you,
And
like
you're punishing them.
don't
Yeah,
be
and
stupid.
they're all like, "Oh, we really need to step it up because she's had a bad day." I'm like, "Do you
I'm like,
really
she needs to step it up.
like? Do you
Yeah.
want to have to take care of that the rest of your life and be like, "Oh, babe, oh, babe,
Like
oh,
coddle.
babe,"
She wants to be coddled
ew.
or something.
Yeah,
I think once she finds the right guy and she's secure in her relationship, I think we'll see a different Rachel. Because I
I don't
actually
think a guy can make you feel secure. I think you have to find that yourself.
I disagree. I was really insecure in who I was, and Andy has helped me become
We've
the
talked
woman.
about this before.
Yeah.
I agree with both of you.
Because he took my insecurities and he faced them head on, and so now I'm more secure in those things because of him. So I think it's going to take her finding the right guy to help her face her own insecurities and move forward from there.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that a little bit because I do feel like Ken has helped me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I also feel like she annoys the shit out of me.
That's how I feel about Gabby. I'm
Yeah.
Team Rachel.
What are you guys, Team Rachel or Team Gabby, or you don't give a shit?
Gabby.
I'm Team Gabby for sure. She's more fun and interesting, and
Oh, no wonder all the guys want her. Like, she's not whining and crying the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, of course, if I were on Rachel's guys, I'd be like, can I switch? Because this is lame. Like,
yeah. My favorite guy, I don't know his name. He's got the earrings.
the hair.
Yeah.
Zach.
Oh my gosh, he's
so
so
hot.
awesome.
He's a
Yeah.
really good catch. He's a good guy. You can tell.
Yeah.
I hope Gabby ends up with him. I think
Me
he's my
too.
front runner for Gabby.
I really love what he said when he was like when they were doing the fake proposals. Like
So cute.
What he said was just very thoughtful, and like he pays attention to her. And
He
you
picked
need
out
a
like
guy
all
that's
the
gonna.
things that he loved about her that she did when she was nervous or
Yeah.
when she was upset or.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I really like about him is like he's so sweet. Like we all want a bad guy that's good to us. I mean, at the end of the day,
Yes.
that's what every woman wants.
No, not me.
Okay, that's what
what
most women want. Like I want him to stand up for me. I want him to like put his foot down, but then I want him to be like tough so I don't have to be.
Yeah.
But then I want him to be sweet to me. But anyway,
That
so
is my husband in a nutshell.
yeah, I guess by that I mean like I want him to
Assertive.
be tough and assertive and like I don't want anybody to mess with me. Because they know they got to go through my man.
Protective.
And I have a computer nerd as a husband. But anyway,
Hey, at least you didn't say his name this one.
yeah, I know. He's
Yeah, Ken doesn't like when we say his name. Sorry, Ken.
like, can you not talk about
Sorry,
me? I'm
Ken.
like, no, I am.
Sorry, the Ken to her Barbie.
I have a shirt
just a
that says,
nerdy
I
Ken.
love Ken.
That's cute.
Aw.
But it's in like the Barbie print.
That's so
I'm
cute.
so excited for the new Barbie movie that's going to
Okay,
come
what
out.
Let me
didn't
finish
talk
this
about.
really
Sorry.
quick. Hold on.
Squirrel.
I just want to talk about how he stood up at the party
came
and then he
back.
came
yes.
back in and he rallied all the guys and he's like, we need to talk. And they all walked out there and they didn't know that he got kicked out. So they're like, okay, like, let's go talk. And then Gabby and Rachel came in and they're like, what are you doing? We kicked you out. And that guy, I don't even know what his name is.
Zach?
Zach, maybe?
No, Zach is the good-looking black guy with the dreads.
Yeah, that's who we're talking about.
Oh,
Zach.
yes. Okay,
So
yes.
Zach stands up and he's like, you kicked him out? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, out of here. Get out. Like, he was like, gonna
That's a
kick
man.
his ass. I was like, favorite. Obsessed. Love you.
Okay, what do you guys think about the guy who, like, dissed Gabby or whatever and said that she was, what was the term
Rough
that
around
he
the edges?
Yes.
I think that was bullshit.
that he said it?
Yeah.
Or-
What's wrong with that?
oh my gosh, I feel like everyone was so sensitive about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's
okay.
bullshit.
Okay,
like,
thank
who
you.
cares?
Well, and she said it about herself, and I really don't think that the guy had like any kind of ill will, like, or like bad
He
intentions
did call them
towards her.
bitches, though.
The way that he was talking about it after was kind of bitchy. Like, well, don't use that to
Yes.
don't use that to describe yourself then. And like,
Well,
kind of
don't-
laughing.
Isn't that true? It's like, don't call me that. Oh, but I can call myself that. It's like, no, if you say that in front of a bunch of people, then you're pretty much giving them permission to say that.
I agree, but I just think he was being bitchy about it. Like, there's a way you could just say it and not be like he could have just said, "I'm sorry I hurt your feelings." He doesn't have to like be like, I don't know. He was kind of aggressive.
I
about
feel
it,
like they
thought.
didn't even really give him a chance to like apologize for
Well,
it. But
okay.
I feel like they blew that out of proportion.
That-
I've been comparing, right? I've been comparing my ex to like this, right? They don't know how to handle her. Man, and I don't want her to settle.
The fact that he told her that he's not her type because she's a little rough around the edges is totally fine. That he went back and was like, yeah, I don't these bitches. That I,
I never
don't
heard
like.
him
Yeah.
say that.
Well, bitch, maybe you shouldn't use that word to describe yourself then.
I know the guys are like, oh,
say-
he said this. I never actually heard him say that. I feel like the guys blew it way out of
I'm
proportion for
getting
like
it mixed
what
up
he
with-
said. I just want to say I like, who's the like Italian guy? Tino? Rachel's front runner.
Yeah.
Is that his name? Tino? I don't know.
Yes.
I just think he's a great guy. He's a great catch.
He
I
said he
think
looked like Hercules.
Is that sexy Squidward? Oh no, no.
Oh, wait. Was it Sexy Squidward? I don't know. We've got cartoon names for all these men.
that makes sense because
One
I
guy does
like
look
a
like
good,
Hercules.
like strong jaw. Like I don't mind like a big jaw on a guy. Like I like that.
Yeah, so I have been diving into F-Boy Island. My husband actually found it for me. He turned on the TV and he's like, "You'll like this."
I literally never even heard of it until you
Yeah,
said.
and I-
I was like,
and
what?
I don't know
It's
if
such a weird name, F-Boy Island. Like, it
Yeah.
sounds so lame.
Well, and it
but
doesn't say F. It says the actual.
No, it says F.
Oh,
F-Boy.
F-Boy Island, but annoying thing is
so
she
not
goes,
classy.
Yeah.
well, it's not supposed to be. It's reality TV. It's not classy.
trash.
Yeah, but like he would be like,
literal
I want to
trash.
go on that. Like, I don't know.
Well, so
Yeah,
the
who-
premises
trick me.
of
Like,
it
who wants
is there's
So
12
weird.
F-boys who like call themselves F-boys, and then there's 12 good guys that like are going for love. And then there's 3 women, and they have to kind of determine if their like
Being lied to
radar
and
is
stuff.
on. Yeah, like do I go for the bad guy? Like, is it me? Is it the guys, or is it me? Like, do I pick bad boys? Do I catch the red flags? And the whole time you're like, oh, he's an F-boy, he's a good guy, and you're like wrong. And it's so fun to just be like, okay, this guy's like, there was that one blonde guy, and he was like total nerd, like, oh, I've never kissed anybody, and I'm
It was
never
all
this.
fake.
And then he's like,
I'm a virgin.
an F-boy, like I've got a roster in Hollywood. And we're like, oh my God, this is insane. Like, it's so
Okay, I
freaking good.
retract my statement.
It's pretty
That actually
funny.
sounds really good.
It's
I can
actually
understand
very
it now.
interactive. Like, you are interacting with it the entire time. So
Okay.
I like it. And at the very end, so the first season, if the girl picked a guy and he ended up being an F-boy, there's $100,000 basically at stake. And if she picked an F-boy, the F-boy could choose to either keep the $100,000 or share it with her, half and half. But what happened last season is that the boys that won ended up not getting the money. The show flipped it on them and donated it to the charity of the woman's choice.
I love that. It's
Then
great.
this season, the F-boy or whoever they pick or whatever gets to choose to keep the money or split it with them, and they do get to keep it this time.
At least that's what
So-
they're telling him. I didn't know there was more than one season already.
There's 2.
What? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love it.
It's on Amazon? Hulu?
HBO Max?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
HBO Max, I believe. So I like it.
I started watching Love Island.
Yeah, I have watched that a few times.
Although I can hardly understand what they're saying.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm watching the UK one that I think it just came out.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because yeah, it's from this year. It's from 2022. I can I have to turn the volume up, and half the time I'm like, I have no idea what they just said.
Put the subtitles on.
I can't
yeah.
read fast.
No, you can't, but it'll give you an idea. You know what I mean? Like, if you need to check, you can just see it real quick and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I get what they're saying.
Temptation Island's my favorite one out of those types.
Okay.
Maybe that's the one I'm thinking of. I get them
Temptation
all mixed
Island
up.
is where the couples will go on who are
Yes.
having issues.
Yes,
and
yes,
they're
I
put
love
in a
that
house
one.
with opposite sex, and they find themselves a lot of time, and they
Uh-huh.
realize that they deserve more respect or whatever, and they literally
Or that
come
they
into
really
their
like
own.
each other.
Yeah, or that they really appreciate their significant other and they want to cherish them more because they already hung out with a bunch of girls and they realize how special their girlfriend is or whatever. I love that because I feel like you either find out people find their confidence there too. A lot of the women find their
Yes,
confidence
that's cool.
and I don't deserve to be treated like that. So they walk away alone or whatever. I just it. I never knew that there was when I first started watching, I was like, I was just one of those dumb TV shows, but I like that element of it. 'Cause
I feel like the host
it's
has,
kind of like a counseling session.
he almost is like a counselor. I
Yeah.
feel like he has some sort of license or something
Yeah.
because he's very insightful and he asks
He
these
is.
questions in he's judging them, but he doesn't make it seem like he's judging them, but he's helping them too. It's really interesting. I think he has some sort of degree.
yeah, he'll just ask what did you see, and so you've kind of figured out that this and this about yourself, huh?
Yeah, he does
And,
everything in a
yeah.
question form.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would be into that. I want to watch that show now.
There's a few seasons, so you
Okay.
have a lot to watch.
Yeah.
I think you'll really like it. I love it.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So what else in pop culture? We had a couple
The
of
movie Ken and Barbie. So I keep seeing
with-
Ryan Gosling as Ken, and I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on.
Yeah.
There's a movie coming out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
tell
know
me.
when it's coming out. That's all I know. I just know that there's a Barbie coming.
Who's
Barbie
Barbie?
movie.
Margot
Robbie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Oh, because I know. I saw. It was so funny. I saw a photo of them, probably the same one you saw. They're in neon. They're roller skating in Venice, and I was like, wait. I thought Ryan Gosling was with. Was it Eva Mendes?
Yeah.
And I was like, what? When did that happen? He's with Margot Robbie. And Andy, my husband's like, no, babe, like that's for the Barbie movie. And I was like, wait, how do you know there's a Barbie movie?
Yeah.
I don't know how
we
we
dress
knew.
up as Barbie for Halloween this year.
Please.
Ooh, that would be fun. So I'm
Yes,
excited to
what
see that
else?
movie. But yeah, because I saw
know.
the pictures of him like Ken, and I was like, what is going on? And then I couldn't really find anything about it. So I don't know. Maybe it was like a squirrel moment on the internet. And I just
Is
started
it
doing
supposed
something
to be
else.
funny or
I don't know.
romantic? Like I feel
Yeah,
like
I
it would
don't
be
get it.
like a satire is how I feel it would be.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know anything about
I'm
it.
looking up
And
when it
why-
comes out. Oh, it's coming out July 21st of next year,
Oh wow,
2023.
they're already teasing it like a year
I guess.
ahead.
Like, here's Margot Robbie and her little pink Corvette.
That bitch is so pretty. It should be illegal.
I don't know if she's Barbie, though, to me. I would have cast someone else. But I
Yeah.
like her. Nothing against her.
I would
love
have
her.
casted somebody else as Ken. I would have casted.
Yeah.
What? Oh my God! Why am I blanking? Ryan Reynolds.
He would have been a good
Oh my
Ken.
God.
Because Ken
yeah.
wasn't blonde, was he?
You're thinking of my Ken. He's a brunette.
No. I mean, I guess there's multiple Barbie dolls.
Yeah,
but
I thought
felt
all
like
of them were
Ken,
just called Ken. Like all the Ken dolls. Yeah. Were just called Ken.
I played with Barbies for way too long.
So did I, dude. I played Barbie till I was like 15.
One friend I could play with, and we both hide it.
I can't wait to have a daughter so that I can, like, Barbie Central. Like, I might even make her nursery room, like, Barbie themed.
We should have played Barbies together because I played them.
know. Well,
I played with them for a
would've-
really long time too.
It would have been way too old for you guys. Anyway.
Wait, you want to know what they're doing with Barbie? And I do love this. Different, like, Barbies now that have, you know, like, different disabilities or, like,
I
whatever,
think that's
you know?
really cool.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
it's so cool. And I love that, like, my niece wanted that one, you know?
Yeah, I still haven't seen one with tattoos.
Maybe they're not trying to promote
You haven't
that
seen
for
the
little
one
girls?
with
I
tattoos,
don't
or
know.
you haven't seen a one with tattoos?
I haven't seen a Barbie with any
I
tattoos.
don't know. I think that's the Bratz dolls.
Yeah, the bad ones.
yeah.
The bad ones.
I don't know. Maybe
What's
they
wrong
don't want
with- It's not about promoting. It's about people being able to relate to it. But I guess kids can't really relate to
Yeah.
tattoos.
to. Maybe because they
But
can't
make
get them till they're 18.
pregnant ones.
Yeah.
Can kids relate to being pregnant?
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
True.
Oh.
Don't they?
Oh, yes. I saw one where the
Oh, yeah.
baby, it comes out the belly. Yeah.
I mean, that could be pretty.
I don't know. Now we're getting real controversial here.
Well, we want to talk controversial. We could talk about the video that Trump just posted.
Oh, what video?
You haven't seen it?
I don't know. Wait, what was it? What video?
Looks
Where did he post?
like on his so I guess he didn't post it to like a social media. He posted it to his social media platform, the Truth Social.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
Where did I see it? I think it popped up in my
Truth
Instagram.
Social?
Truthsocial.com.
I thought his was Parlor.
No.
It's a
Funny, I should know
non-biased,
this.
Like it's like a non-biased like platform, but I thought it was his.
Wait, so
Maybe
was
it
this
is, I don't know.
before or after his home got raided?
It was the day after. No, it was the thing. I don't know. It was the day before, day after, or something like that. I could fact check it again, but I'm like scared to go on my phone now.
People have been calling Jenna out for
I
saying she's
know.
bored because she's on her phone when she's
Yeah.
fact checking people.
Fact checking, and I listen like this, not like this. So when I'm looking away, my dad does the same thing. Mom gets so mad at him. Is I look away while I'm listening. I don't know why. Watching people's faces can be really distracting for me. So, anyway, squirrel. Yeah, apparently he posted some video that sounds like a campaign ad. I
Oh,
don't know.
like as if he's running
It
again.
did sound like a foreshadowing of like.
Yeah.
Does that really surprise anyone though?
no,
Yeah.
no
one's surprised.
But it is very early.
Yeah.
We still have like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
One.
Isn't it only been 2?
2020, yeah. Biden was elected in 2020. So we got 2 more.
Well,
But they start their campaign like
2024 is, and it's 2022. So
they'll start campaigning next year.
Oh, yes. So they would start campaigning in a year, right?
Right.
Is that what you? Okay.
That's
yeah,
what I
get what
mean.
you're saying. Yes.
'Cause
Then
then-
you're right. Yeah,
yeah.
it's a year early.
2 more years of this old geezer.
yeah, the country is not doing well.
Well, did you guys see? Well, first of all, I want to know what you guys think about that. Like, do you guys think that's a? I don't know. Have you seen it? What do you think of it? Do you think it means that he's going to run? Do you think it doesn't mean? Are you excited about it? Are you pissed off about it? I'm
Yeah.
interested.
And the whole raid thing, honestly, I don't. I've just kind of I'm like I don't even want to hear it. I don't even understand what that whole thing was about. But
Well, in
Supposedly, it was not illegal. Like they were not. They had no reason legally to do it. Is what I heard. I don't really know a whole lot about it either. But
well, I mean, if he's calling out a lot of really big people for having like agendas, I would assume that he would have a lot of information that he's protecting.
I don't think he would keep it in his house, though. I think
Yeah.
He's smarter than that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think that he would probably know that things like that could and would happen.
But I'll just say this is like, you know, people are like, oh, gee, why is everyone so open arms that his house got raided? It's like, well, like, whatever side you're on, like Hillary also had some like sketchy stuff with like emails, and Hunter Biden had some stuff and their homes didn't get raided. So like, it's just kind of.
Well, it's here right
Yeah,
here.
there's a lot of horrible shit on Hunter Biden's laptop and no one's talking about it. So
This says Trump posts campaign ad after FBI raid. So they also posted a video of Biden trying to like shake somebody's hand. I think I said
Oh yeah.
yes.
like shaking
Yes.
hands with people that like aren't there, or like going to shake people's hands again after he'd already shook his hand.
I saw that one. He literally shook the guy's hand. The guy went over here to shake this guy's hand, and then he put his hand back out to shake his hand. And he kind of looked, and the guy passed by him because he already shook his hand. And Biden was kind of like looking like,
why aren't you shaking
what,
my
you're not
hand?
going to shake my hand? Yeah, I'm like,
Oh.
And we're not
Wow.
we're not saying these things because we had somebody once be like, oh, you guys are making fun of this poor old man. And we absolutely are not making fun of him. But if he's a poor old man,
I feel
probably
bad for
should
him.
not be making very big decisions for our entire country.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think it's a big shock to anyone. Like, I'm on the more conservative side. I've even said it before in our podcast, you know, one of the earlier ones. But like, I don't like hate Biden. I feel really bad for the man. And the whole, like when he fell off the bike, like I thought it was really sad. Like I do honestly feel bad for
If
the
it were
guy.
Trump or freaking Obama or Oprah, I would have laughed.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it were Ryan Reynolds, I would have laughed. Like, and I love Ryan Reynolds. So
I
it's
know.
just, you know, this is somebody who's supposed to be
running the country.
our
I think
country.
it's not necessarily making
competence.
fun of a sad old man. It's
No.
more like, look at our president.
right.
Yeah.
This is someone who's making huge decisions, and he can't even remember that he just shook someone's hand. Like, that's scary.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
how
that's
can you
scary.
be making giant decisions and have missile codes and things like that if you can't even remember you just shook someone's hand? I don't know.
Well, and right after that, he went and signed some bill. I don't even know what it was. It might have been a
Yeah.
good bill. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, he couldn't remember that. But then they're like sitting this man down, putting his hand on a paper and making him sign it. It's like,
Other people are making decisions, I think. I don't
For
think
sure.
it's necessarily him.
for sure.
But,
He's just taking all the shit for it, I think.
yeah.
Well,
Speaking of controversial things,
yeah.
did you see the video of all of the formula being dumped out?
No.
I did not see that.
This lady who had a truck full of formula, and you know, I don't know anything other than what I saw in the video, so I don't know if maybe it's expired formula or I don't know what the deal is. But she goes, let me show you what the fuck they're doing with all the formula. And she pans around. She's like, I've got a bunch of formula in my truck. She's a truck driver. She shows the workers or whatever, they're like driving forklifts and into all the formula packages, and you can see like the packages of formula, and it's like truckloads and truckloads full of formula that they're just like destroying and dumping out, basically.
Like, for what purpose?
That's what I don't really know. All I know is what I saw in the video. I literally have no other knowledge other than that, but it's getting posted around and circulated.
We are living in some weird times, people.
Yeah. So I don't know if anyone, maybe someone has more information on that. That's literally all I know. I saw that video and I was like, whoa. Yeah, that's crazy. And she's like, my whole truck is full of formula.
Well, isn't there this like whole kind of conspiracy theory thing where like Bill Gates is like coming out with some new like lab formula or something like that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I heard about that. And so I don't know. It's just weird. It's like, you know, if you want to learn a lesson, watch what's that movie? V for Vendetta. Just watch that movie and learn how governments use fear to control people. And hey, that'll put fear in you, not being able to feed your child.
Not being able to wipe your ass, too.
That too. Yeah. COVID. Oh, did you guys hear now? They're saying that the CDC came out and said
You don't
that
have to
like
quarantine.
well, you don't have to
anymore?
quarantine, that like now natural immunity is basically the same as anyone who's vaccinated. So now there's no difference between vaccinated and unvaccinated. And so like a lot of people are up in arms about it because they're like, okay, so people chose not to get vaccinated and they lost their jobs. So like are those people now going to be given their jobs back? Because the CDC has now said that there's no difference between vaccinated and unvaccinated because of natural immunity. And also, I would like to say there was a lot of us who were right all freaking long this whole time. And we were called conspiracy theorists, and we were called crazy, and we were called a-holes for not wearing a mask and blah, 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 blah. And now look. So anyways, so now monkeypox is the new thing.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't fact check it, but I did see somebody post about the CDC saying that, but I didn't actually go to the CDC website to make sure that that's what it said. But
Everyone's
it did
posting
say
it,
that if you've been exposed to COVID, that you don't have to quarantine anymore or whatever. Now, okay, I know you were right about certain things. I'm just gonna say in the beginning, I still do think that it was good to be careful though, because I do know a lot of people who lost people from COVID. So I think the first swing of it was a little bit different. It doesn't mean that I don't believe it was man-made. It doesn't mean that I don't believe that they put it out on purpose, but as a scare tactic to get people to do certain things. I do think that it was good to wear masks and to social distance in the beginning. After that, do what you want.
I did in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was also very unknown. Like, we didn't know.
Right,
you know, but
and I feel like it shows compassion for the people that were seriously sick and seriously ill. Like I may be okay, but I'm going to show kindness towards you because you may be weaker. So that was just my outlook.
Yeah.
all I'm saying is I'm not excited for another election year, which it's not for 2 more years, but it's
technically
really,
a year.
it's gonna kind of here. It's gonna start here pretty soon in the next year, you know, and I feel like there's gonna be some other outbreak of something. There's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a crazy year. Be nice, y'all.
Yeah.
Be nice. If you like Biden, if you like Trump, like just be nice. Either way, who cares?
Yeah, we don't have to agree, but we do need to get a...
Yeah.
Yeah. One of my neighbors has a Trump flag hanging, and someone got stopped off the highway, got out of their car to take the flag down. I was just like, since when is it okay to touch people's shit?
Yeah.
Like, who cares what the flag was? I mean, it could have been any flag at all, like, and so you don't agree, so you touch people's things and take it down? Like,
Yeah.
that's just so weird.
All right, so we're going to go back and, like, I think there were a few comments that we've had in the past that we probably just wanted to go back and address and, like, maybe give more of an explanation, or maybe we've like rethought something. But
Yeah, well, kind of along the lines of like, if you have different views or opinions, whether it's politics or religion, like you can have a different view or opinion without hating the other person or hating the other view or side of things. And I feel like when we did one that was, I think it was a pop culture one, and we brought up the topic about the Buzz Lightyear movie, and Kristen specifically asked my opinion on if I was not okay with the kissing scene because it was a kissing scene, period, or if it was because it was a same-sex one. And I mean, she asked me my opinion, and I knew right then and there, like my heart kind of stopped, because I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to back down from my morals or my beliefs, but I know that it's not going to be a popular view or opinion, and that people even said, I'm like, people can come at me and hate me, but like I'm always going to stand behind my faith and what I believe
They
in.
shouldn't come at you and hate you. That's the whole point.
Right. Well, and that's my point too, is a lot of people were like, oh, like Brooklyn's homophobic. I can't believe she just said that. And it's like, whoa. Just because I may not agree with someone's like lifestyle or their choices or whatever, how they do life, does not mean that I hate them automatically. Like, and I think people miss the part where I talked about, I have an uncle who's gay, and I freaking love him and his husband, and like welcome them with open arms, and I love them, and what they do with their life has nothing to do with what I do with mine. Like, that's none of my business, you know? And so I just want to address that, because I will say I really appreciate the people who also kind of jumped to like my defense, and they were like, hey, like actually she wasn't being like mean or hateful. She said it in a really respectful way, and that's always my intention, is to say things like that in a respectful way. So whether it's, you know, something to do with like your religion, your politics, like I don't push that, my views or my beliefs on other people. But if you're going to ask me what I think or what I believe, I'm always going to like tell it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it so that people like my answer more, you know? So
You should be allowed to have your opinion, you know, just like
absolutely.
you should feel proud to be gay. Like you should be allowed to have your opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Were there any other comments that
I feel like there was one, but it said something about being like privileged to just like tell people to send their kids to private school.
Oh, that was towards you, yeah.
Well, yeah, well, people will hear what they want to hear sometimes. And that may not be what we're actually saying because you don't really know us personally. You may not know where we're coming from. But when I was talking about how those types of things like shootings and whatever have not happened in private schools, what I was referring to is that I feel that public schools should be entitled to the same safety and the same protection that private schools do. Private schools have a lot more security. They have closed campuses. Like, they don't let people in. You have to get clearance and this and that. And so I was just saying, like, I feel like our public schools should be like that as well.
Yeah.
So
all schools should
a little
just
bit
be
of clarity.
safe. Like, if it's
Absolutely.
working for a private school, I think that public school should follow suit too. I mean, and just be safe for the kids. I mean, that's
Definitely.
so tragic and sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we even addressed it on our comments too with the kissing scene is like, I just think that kissing scenes shouldn't be in children's movies, period. I don't think we need to have romance shoved down our children's throat. I think that they're young and they should be taught how to be good people, how to treat people well, how to like not steal, how to not lie. Like, let's just train them how to be good people, and not that the goal is to get married and to find relationships. And I feel like that's like every storyline of every Disney movie is fall in love.
Yeah.
Like, no wonder people grow up and divorce is so high. Like, we have these romanticized ideas of what marriage should be, and that's not it. So I just think kissing scenes, gone. Gay, straight, I don't care. Get them out of there.
Yeah.
I'm not like someone who's like totally like boycotting Disney. Like, my kid actually loves Toy Story. He just hasn't seen that one, but we watch Toy Story all the time. Like, but there is something that I feel like is really important that we need to address with Kristen. Because it has been made aware to us that you are a victim here on the podcast and that you feel stuck and
I'm
that
shackled to this
we
chair.
are corrupting you and you don't really like us.
I hate you guys. Yeah, there has been some comments about that. That is kind of funny. So both of these people are really nice, lovely people. So
Thank you. I received that.
I feel like people need to understand intent. Like, you guys are like some of the nicest people I've ever met. So hold on, silence.
Same.
So it's like when you say something, like, nothing is ever hateful. Like, that's just not where it's coming from. I choose to be here, and I'm not shackled to this chair. And if you knew these two women the way that I do, you would never think that they're hateful or anything like that. That's
Thanks,
just not.
Kristen.
Yeah.
We love you too. Yeah, that was like really one of the main reasons we started this podcast, is to show people that you can have different views, opinions, and you can still be friends with people. You don't have to agree on everything. So like, if I sit here and say like, hey, I voted for Trump, that doesn't mean that they did. Like, and it doesn't mean that they hate me because I did.
Right.
Doesn't mean that they didn't. You don't know. Like, but I'm just saying, like, you know, we can talk about things and have different views and opinions, and like that. I feel like this is called being an adult. It's called being mature.
Yeah,
right?
we would never want to silence
Respectful.
anybody's opinion, no matter what it is. Like, if you think the earth is flat, go for it. Like, that's your
Yeah, as long as
entitled
you're
to
not
that opinion.
hurting anybody.
Exactly.
I could care less.
And
I was
this
gonna go
should
into
be a
another one.
safe space for all of us to share our views, our opinions, our beliefs on things. Like, obviously, doing it with discernment and wisdom. But, you know, you guys don't need to know everything. But
Yeah.
So-
But you do know that Brooklyn eats on the toilet. So there's
that
that.
I do. That I do.
That I think that needs to be addressed.
I probably shouldn't have admitted that.
There was so I went into work like the next day and there was like Chipotle in the bathroom. And my assistants are like, I think Brooklyn was in the bathroom. I'm like, why? And they're like, because there's Chipotle in front of the toilet.
Did I really like leave my bag there?
No, it was rice.
Forgot to pick it up off the floor and eat that too.
She left clues.
That's so funny.
I don't want to end on a somber note, but we had a couple like pop star deaths recently.
Yeah. Anne Heche
And Olivia
and
Newton-John.
Olivia Newton-John.
I don't know who Anne Heche is, but I know who lives.
She dated Ellen DeGeneres. I didn't know who she was either,
Oh.
actually, until I looked her up. Or I saw it, and I was like, I don't know who this is, but that's really sad.
Yeah, I mean,
It was a drug thing.
She was high on coke and got in a car accident.
Mm-hmm. And they also said
Ooh.
that there was some sort of painkiller in her system, but they aren't sure if it was from the hospital or previous. Like they don't know if she was mixing it or like when she got there they inserted it. So they were like still trying to figure that out.
If you want to do drugs,
Stay home.
yeah, be my guest, but don't endanger other people. That's ridiculous. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what is so important that you need to get to that you need to drive drunk or
I
intoxicated.
mean,
or
I guess
under the influence.
they're just not thinking straight, really.
Yeah.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day. But how did Olivia Newton-John pass away? I have no idea.
I don't
Cancer.
know either.
Oh,
is what I
she had
read.
breast cancer, right?
Yeah.
And then she got
Cancer.
rid of it, but then it came back.
Maybe.
And then she was trying to treat it holistically. But yeah, I think she just probably didn't go back to the doctor for a while and was just trying to treat it herself because I think her husband like grew municipal.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Sad. I
No,
know.
she was
Grease
sweet.
was one of my favorite movies.
So good.
Yeah. You have anything fun to talk about so we don't end on a somber, sad
Didn't
note?
Pete and Kim
break up?
break up?
Was it a publicity stunt?
Yes.
I do believe that it was, but
I think it was a fun publicity stunt.
I'm
sure
surprised
they
you
had
think
fun.
that because you were totally team
Oh yeah,
whatever their
I
little
do
name
like
was.
them together.
'Cause you
I
thought
do, but I
he was
still
so
think
sweet.
it was. I still think that it was a publicity stunt. Well, maybe
Yeah.
him being sweet was part of the script. Who knows?
Yeah.
But like, I just think it's hilarious that one clip where she's like, "Pete, you want to take a shower?" and he's like, throws his phone, like runs after her. Like I thought that was so cute, and like he would leave her like little like dips on her private plane. I'm like, it's just those little things I thought were really cute. Whether that's really him or it was scripted. Started their relationship while their Hulu show was about to premiere and his show or movie was about to premiere. So it's like, okay, like obviously it's a publicity stunt, but it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. I wonder if they really ever even did have sex or date at all.
Probably. She said she wanted to see what the BDE
But is that
was
real?
about.
Or
Is
'Cause
that
if it
the
was a
guy that you
stunt-
said that had the big
Yeah.
schlong?
big dick energy?
Yeah.
I mean, now she's like one of the beautiful women that he's poked.
All right.
Alrighty. Well, this is a long one. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you in the next podcast episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We encourage you to always do your own research and form your own opinions. Nothing one person says on this podcast goes for everyone here. Each individual speaking is speaking only for themselves and no one else on the podcast. Now that that's out of the way, let's get started.